gamers, it's Game Freak Forever. I'm back to do a new video. Haven't done a video in over a year. Just been a lot of things going on. As you can see, kind of got a new setup, new situation going on. Man, since the last time I talked to you guys, I moved out of my place. Well, my wife and I, my family moved out of that house. We moved to a different house. We've been here over a year, and anyway, as you can see, I'm working on a few things. I will be changing some stuff. I changed the name of my channel from Life Spiller to Game Freak Forever. That originally was my name. For those that have been watching me for years, that go back to my early days, I believe it was 2012 when I started my channel. I think for the first year or so, I had the name Game Freak Forever. And every now and then, probably every 4 or 5 years, I would check and see if I could actually get the channel back. So I had been working on that, but I never could get the channel back and stuff like that, or the name back is what I've been working on. So eventually I came up with the name Life Spiller. I changed my name for a lot of reasons. There was a lot of stuff going on in my early YouTube days. Definitely have learned a lot over the years and stuff like that. But anyway, I just wanted to jump on here because I hadn't done a video in a while. Still using the same camera. Decided to get a tripod. I may be working on getting a few other things. I don't know. I'm just gonna see where I go with the videos and stuff like that. I'm trying to free up a little bit more time. My life is just kind of taking a shift, and I've been a lot more busier. There's a lot of transitions happening in my life. Pretty much being gone for the year actually did me some benefit. Everything that happened in 2020, 2021, it all started kind of catching up with me, and it just put me in a position where I felt overwhelmed. And so doing the channel was like the last thing on my mind. Like, it was not even close to being on my mind. I mean, I periodically would check and see if people had left comments on videos that I had done in the past, and just seeing what people had been thinking about. Every now and then I'd catch a few people asking me questions, but honestly, I just lost all desire in 2022 to do a lot of things, like even enjoying games and reading my books, and getting out and doing normal activity became like this monotonous, dragging feeling. So I just kind of seeped into this place where I just focused on other things to keep me focused, with everything just kind of coming to the forefront as far as all the people that had died in 2020, and then I lost another friend in 2021, and then my wife's health going up and down, and my mother's health going up and down. All that kind of was catching up with me. So the benefit for me, even a couple videos back that I look on where it said I went to therapy, and I did, and then last year I did some more counseling, and it kind of woke me up out of being in this downward spiral, I guess you could say, of everything happening, because grieving and dealing with death is not always the easiest thing. But towards the end of the year, I started to get a little bit more passion and love and desire back for the things that I normally would do with this channel. And so I was glad about that, and I was like, okay, so this year, 2023, I know we're already in April. Goodness gracious. So we're already in April. That's the longest I've gone without even recording the video, because that video really was recorded probably, I think I uploaded it in 2022. That was probably really done in 2021, before the move. Yeah, because we moved December of 2021. So yeah, that video was shot even probably months prior to that. I can't even remember the timeline. But I was just in a different headspace. 2022 just kind of taught me a lot to appreciate things a little bit more. And I know it sounds kind of cliche, but I actually got to a point where I needed to be away from, like, I didn't complete as many games, and most of the times I was in such a bad space that I would just turn the game on, but I really wouldn't complete it. And this year alone, I've probably finished, I think 5 or 6 games already, probably even more than that. And then I've just been diving into my books. Probably read like 2 books last year. This year alone, I probably read 5 or 6 already. I'm on my 7th book, I think, 6th or 7th book. It's just important for me to make sure that I'm doing the things that I love and enjoy. And it became clear to me that there was something wrong. I just stopped feeling things. I stopped going through things. I stopped enjoying things. I stopped doing things. So, like I said before, the channel just kind of went to the background. The real reason why I got rid of the name is because I really looked it up and I just didn't like how that name was being defined. That name, Life Spiller, just kind of was, not that I didn't like having that name on my channel, but you know, it just didn't sit with me well. So when you look up the name Spiller, it's like spiller of blood, and you know, and of course I put the word life in front of it, so I'm like, so anyway, I went and looked up recently, probably about a week ago, I looked up the name Game Freak Forever to see if it was available, and it was available on all platforms. So you will notice that I have changed it on, I think the only place I haven't gone to, and I'll probably do that later, is change it on Twitter. So by the time this video releases, I'll probably be done and change it on there. But the things that I want to get back into is just kind of talking about what I've been doing, games I'm enjoying, stuff I'm enjoying. I finally did get a PS5, you know, after 2 years of it being out, because it was so hard to get. I put one on hold back in December, and I got one in January of this year. I've been enjoying it. I got a whole stack and library of games. If I can think of them off the top, I'll go ahead and just randomly say them. God of War Ragnarok, Deathloop, Alan Wake, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. I think it's a Tetris, and it's another game combined with it. As a matter of fact, let me show you. So here's some of the games, like I said, Deathloop, Alan Wake. What else that? Oh, I just picked this up 3 weeks ago. The Quarry. This is actually pretty good. Currently playing this at the moment. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart is actually pretty good. It's got some highs and lows. The game that got ranked really bad, Saints Row. I got that. I got a few other games. I probably have about 9 physical, I think 8 or 9 physical PS5 games. So I'm playing that at the moment. I'm finishing up Strider. I think it was the 2014 version. I'm doing my second run through that. I mean, yeah, I've been buying a bunch of other stuff. I went to the game convention Retrofest back in March. I bought a bunch of games from there. Let me show you. This is not everything. I actually picked up, was it Street Fighter 4 for the 360? I got Spider-Man for the PS4. I got Need for Speed Pursuit. If you don't know, I'm actually heavy into racers, so a lot of racing games cover my library from PS2 all the way up. Let's see, GoldenEye, Reloaded 007. The game is subpar. I'm just gonna say that much. Here's another racer that I got from my PSP, Ridge Racer. That's another thing. I picked up a PS Vita, and a few other games. Well, I picked up a PS Vita back in October of last year. I went to Retropalooza. So yeah, there's been some changes and stuff like that. I don't know what I'm going to do with this channel. I just know that it is a platform that I do love to come back to. I definitely have enjoyed the audience and the people that I get to work, with, as far as doing commentary and going back over stuff, and I miss a lot of that. Like I said, I just needed to get in the right headspace. So now that I have my tripod, it kind of gave me a little edge. And if you look behind me, you can kind of see my wall. My son, he was so cool. He's good with handcraft, plumbing, fixing homes, building homes and stuff. So my wife got me this link picture more ago. And up there, what I do is I actually sit my controllers up there. And as you can see, I got my headphones on the wall and stuff like that. So that's my little shrine. But over here, you can see I got this one monitor, and then I got my TV over here. I actually have two TVs, so I got that TV. And then over there, I have my other TV. And if you look, you probably can see it. Let's see. Over there in the corner, you see Kratos over there. I've gotten a few statues from friends and stuff like that right there, that one hit piece or whatever it is. Yeah, so I got my own little desk here, and down below you'll see that I got my PS5, I got my PS3 hooked up at the moment. But yeah, man, it's my little setup, my little thing that I got going on here. So I'll see what happens. I'm just gonna upload this probably randomly. There's not gonna be a lot of editing. I'll just see what you guys think. You guys will let me know. But other than that, tell me how your life is as a gamer. I'm Game Freak Forever, and I'm out.